Hey guys, so we already done our value strip, so now we're going to go into the big one, the color wheel. So get your color wheels, your color pencils ready, get your station out ready like I have it. So here's our color wheel. So I'm going to start with yellow. See that? Yellow and purple or violet. I like to start from the top and the bottom. Okay, so we got the yellow here. So here's the deal. Here, all the colors are going to mix. So it's okay to put a little bit of the yellow. So here I'm going to blend my yellow really nicely. Okay, this is where my yellow rules. This is its dominion. Okay, now I could also add white to the yellow, which I'm going to do here. So I'm going to add white to this yellow right now. Okay, you're going to see what's going to happen. Yellow is the only color, and blue. Then when you add white to it, it becomes lighter. See that? That's how we get a lighter yellow. It's the only blue and okay, there we go. So here's your original color in the crust, and here's what happens when you add white to it. Do you see that, guys? Now here, something's going to happen. I gotta find violet. Let me put all my color pencils in their little box. If not, I'm going to mess them up. But let me get purple out. You should have purple in there, or violet. And test it out first, which I'm going to have to do myself. Okay, there we go. So I think that is violet. Okay, so I have violet here. So it does look like violet. I have I still have my water station here and my tissue station. So now and don't worry, paper does dry. I'm going to put my violet here. I'm going to put the pure color here. Purple, as you kids call it. And notice I always put the white. You're going to see what happens when we blend. I'm not doing the same thing as a valley strip, okay? I want you guys to see what happens to the white when we add white to it. So I'm going to put the white down here. And it does not become lighter. It just gets a creamy color to it. So I'm going to add the white here. There we go. You're going to see what happens. That's the reaction. Okay. Now you're going to see what happens here when I mix this. We're going to mix our light colors in here. And the problem is we want to see if we can get a gray. Let me put the violet here. There. I'm going to stop here. So now I'm going to add violet down here. This is where purple rules. Okay, this is where purple rules. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm going softly. I don't want to add too much. I don't want to darken it. So that's why I'm going flat. Do you guys see that? How I'm flattening it out? I want to remind the purple starts again here without the white. Okay, so now, and if you don't take another art class, save this color wheel in your portfolio, the little journal we did. So I'm not fully done. Still warm. Don't worry. That's what happens when you have a little crease of paper underneath it. Let's go with the yellow again. Okay, I'm going to make it dry. So this is where yellow rules. Okay, this is where yellow rules. I'm going to put more yellow in here. Okay, cool. So now, I'm going to bring it in here too. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to jump over here. I'm going to add lots of yellow here. And we're going to get the smoky color. You're going to see it blend. I might even have to add more purple on top, so I can darken it. It's going to darken. It's going to almost look black. Okay. I'm going to add more yellow to it. Now this is where we come in and use our cleaning stations. Because now it's going to look, we can dirty our pencils. Now I'm going to come up here. I'm going to add purple on top. There we go. You're going to see it change. Stay in the line. Okay, there we go. I'm going to add more. Then make sure okay, that's still good. I'm going to get it dirty anyway, so I'll clean it later on. That's why we have the water station, to clean our water pencils. So if you want to know purple on it, that's how you clean it out, guys, too. So now I'm going to bring a lighter tones here. So here I'm going to add a little bit more, but not too much. Here I'm going to add very little. Here I'm going to add more. So you can see that. And here I'm definitely going to add more down here. And all that. Okay. So you can see the value change. Or the complementary, I should say. And I'm going to add more purple down here. Maybe some here more, but not too much. Here I'm going to use the tip. You guys see that? See what's going on? Okay, so you have a tone here. We have the white in here, in this crust, in this slice. And then these slices have lesser, just like we did here. So now I'm going to add the same thing here. I'm going to come here very softly, just very softly. Give it a little shadow, not too much. And here I'm going to add some more. But more here on this side. It's going to become darker. And here, well, definitely it's going to darken more. Use the tip if you have to. And here I'm just going to, just don't press too hard because it's going to snap. But you want to press a little bit harder because you're blending it. You're blending the color. Okay. And you're going to see the tone. You see that, guys? And I think we're good with this. See that? The smokiness? And we didn't even use black. Okay. Now, I will show you guys how to do that. So now let's go on to the next color. So we have yellow here. Let's clean the yellow out because we're going to work now with, I'm going to put the purple away. We really don't need it anymore. So we're going to need, let's see. We're going to definitely need orange, which I'm going to pull out right now. Definitely going to use orange, and we're probably going to use blue, violet. So you know what? I should have kept the purple out. So let me grab the blue, violet, the purple again. And I'm going to go with baby blue. Don't go with a dark blue. If you only have a dark blue, well, okay. Okay, so I got blue, violet. So I'm going to do blue, violet here. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to add blue underneath it. Okay, to make my blue violet, because blue is right here. So I'm going to go with blue here first. You guys see that? Okay. Now, if I want to make blue lighter, if I want to darken the blue, you add a darker blue. That's a trick to it. If you want to make it lighter, guess what? Just like yellow, you add white. It's just the chemical composition of color. You know, it's how the reaction of the atoms are interacting with one another. So, I have a lot of white in here. I'm not going to touch that blue section there. More white. So, because I want you guys to notice that. So now I'm going to give it a rest. And then here you guys go. I'm going to notice the white blue. See that? It's going to be, this blue is much darker. More, you guys see that? I'm not done yet. I got to add the orange. I got to do it now while it's hot. Because it's, which one is it supposed to be? Blue, violet. Oh no, it has to be the violet, Mr. Navas. What are you doing? So got to be very careful. Now I'm going to go with the violet. And I'm not done with the violet here too. I got to blend it in with the blue. White blue. There we go. So now I am putting the blue in there. I'm going to put some water in there so it blends much easier. It's warm down there on the paper. You guys can't see that up close, but there. See that just a little bit? It's like spit, you know? So now here, I'm going to add the blue underneath it so it'll blend much easier. Always pick, so blend in the blue. Let's put our sides there. So I'm going to put a little bit blue softly here. I'm going to blend it in there too. Okay, very softly here, because it's a cold color and you want to blend those in first. Okay, blue first. And now is the violet. So I thought we're not going to put the violet away, but I was wrong. So now I'm going to put the blue violet here. It's going to be much lighter. There we go. It's okay. This is its dominion. This is its playground, its hood, its neighborhood. You know, so there we go. There we go. Let me add some more white in here, just in case. So now, okay, that tone's going to stay that way. So here we go. Now, we're going to go to the opposite. Still keep these here because we're going to need them in a second to make its shadow. This is yellow-orange. Not fully done because I'm going to add yellow, and I might just have to add yellow-orange in here now. I'm going to see what's going to happen when I add yellow-orange now. Here, so whoops. I'm going to put some yellow first. Okay, and I got to remember where I put the yellow. Darken it very softly here, but here it's going to be much harsher. I got to do this quick because it's going to turn the blue green. So now, there we go. Now it's going to get its darker color. And you might want to add blue violet on top to darken it more. So what I'm doing right now is, believe it or not, I am darkening it. Add the yellow to it. Should have put the orange first and then the yellow. But it's blending. That's good. Now I'm going to bring back the blue purple. Blue. And it's just like painting, guys. Just like painting. Same. Here I'm going to darken this side more. You can see the shadow to it. Put a little bit of that blue, mix it in. See that? Okay, so let's get back to these guys. Okay, so this is the orange side. So I'm going to put yellow at the bottom so I can make my yellow-orange lighter. Got to be careful, I don't want to smear my work. So here's yellow again. But I'm going to add yellow-orange. There, you're going to see it change now. Whoops, a little bit more yellow in here. So I want it to be lighter from the other, a little bit more yellow here. Got to think like a painter too. There we go. There we go. See that, guys? We got yellow-orange right now. Do you see that? Okay, so now that I have this, I'm going to have to add white in here so you guys can see the tone too. It doesn't matter how, I probably did add white already, but you know what, let's wet this a bit, dry it. It's going to be much better blend. I don't like to use too much water when I use color pencils. I know some colorists do. I'm just worried about the paper. It's for you guys, it's your first time. So now I'm going to add yellow because it will blend in with the white. Okay, and now the orange. Not too much, just a little bit. And you're going to see that tone right now. Keep it on its slice. There you go. And you're going to see that difference right now. See that? See the tone? Cool. So now I'm going to put some orange in here again and some yellow with it. I think I already did, but now I'm going to add the yellow first because yellow is much easier to blend. Okay, and I'm going flat. If you notice that, I'm going flat, guys. So I'm flat. I'm not using the tip, not yet. The tip is the last thing I like to color in because that's how it blends. So you want to go flat. Remember, it's a cone cylinder. So now I'm going to add the orange in here. Here we go. And to be honest with you, it's enjoyable. It just it's more colorists make more money, especially as illustrators instead of painters, because the work is much harder, to be honest with you. So it's much more let me add more yellow to this. There we go. And a little bit more orange here so we can make the distinction again. Plus we're going to blend to the next color. You guys see that? Okay, so now here comes the darkening part. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with the blue. I have orange in there, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna go with blue first, but I gotta work real fast because blue can turn the yellow green. Just that reaction. Bring that in there. Okay. And I am doing the levels. So I'm going much darker. The closer I get to the center, and now I gotta add the purple before it turns green. It's turning green on me. There we go. There we go. Trying to blend in the purple with the green so it'll look smokier. It looks like it gets burnt. See that, guys? We got its shadow. Okay, so let's go with orange now. You guys see how it's coming out nicely? I'm actually impressed. Actually, I think it's much better this way than painting. And I'm a painter. So now let's go with orange. So we're going to go with orange here. Okay, so I'm going pure orange here. You know, like the commercial, pure orange juice from Florida. Although, I don't know. You know, the reason we have oranges and blue, they come from the Valencia region from Spain, actually. I think it was the Moors who introduced oranges to Europe. I don't think the Romans had them. So, went with my blue here. Got my orange here. So these are the arch enemies, orange and blue. They're arch enemies, just like. So now I'm going to add some orange here too. Let's get all this side here. And the reason we blend all the colors here is because we want to get that that gray, the infamous gray. Only in art school in your upper level studio class one gets. I'm going to add my white here to get that baby blue, or add more white and bring it back over here. There we go. And you're going to see that tone come out. There we go. Let me darken this more. There we go. See that, guys? The tone. You won't see it first, but I'm going to tone it. I'm going to do blue here. This is the Dominion of blue. You're going to notice the difference right now. Let's do this. So what colors do blend? Even white. So the paper's like a canvas right now. Okay, cool. See that? Here you go. So okay, now I'm gonna go with orange. You might have to. I should put the yellow and purple out away. Really don't need these guys. They're just a nuisance, and I gotta work fast because the colors are warm right now. Oh wait, I forgot to put the white. So whoops, bring this over here. And you never put white in the center, guys. Never do, because you want to get that gray. See if it happens. It works much better with paint, I'll be honest with you. I only got it once in my lifetime, and I had help from a friend of mine who is a painting teacher. So I'm gonna add, and I go, dude, and he goes, no, just try here, and he showed me his method, and it worked really nice. So, but I thought it was a waste of paint actually doing that to get that perfect gray. You want to get the gray without the white. So now here's my tone. White and orange. See what it looks like. Now let's go here. So now I'm making its whole shadow here. So you should get different tones like I did of complementary. Okay, cool. And even though I have white here, you're going to see the difference when it touches the white. So here I'm going to go orange again, fully. Put more orange down here. Don't put it away because we're going to need it for. So now, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to add blue on top. You're going to see what happens. It's going to get its shadow right now. I might have to put a little bit more orange on top. But down here, it's going to darken really, really mean. Yeah, I needed more because I left some gaps in there. So there we go. Make this a little bit lighter, a little bit down here, not too much. So I want you to see the levels. I should have put, I didn't realize how there was a gap of, there we go. See that, guys? So that's how we get shadow. That's the trick to it. We go across the color wheel when we color and paint, and we will try to create different levels. I'm going to darken this side more, so I'm going to go with the tip here, and then I'm going to blend in, because you want to heat up the color, the pigments. There's vegetable oils in there, and you're going to notice it's going to darken. See? Okay. And don't worry, this is your first color wheel. It's okay if you don't get it the first time. So again, as long as you get the complementaries, that's what counts. See that? It's getting there, guys. Do you see that? You should be getting the smokiness look to it. Now we're going to do the same thing now with the blue. Let me add more blue down here so I won't have the same issue again. I'm going to get rid of all that whiteness of the paper. Bring this up again. And plus, I don't have the luxury of time like some of you guys do, because I got errands to run today. So now, grabbing my orange, bringing it in down here, and it's going to start burning itself. Like the color burns itself. That's how the shadow looks like. So here I'm going to use the tip again. I'm going to put some more blue on top too. So here I'm going to go light. Not too much. Whoops. Might as well put a bit more blue here, Mr. Navas. There we go. I do like blue. It's one of my favorite colors too. And green. So, but I'm going to put more down here. And I'm going to bring my blue now down here on this side on top. So that's going to make it look much more smokier. It darkens it. A little bit more orange here. Not too much. Just a little bit. Create that level. And bring in the blue, Mr. Navas, and I think we're done with blue. Whoops, it's bothering me, this little section here. So you guys see that? There you go. I know it's starting to look brownish, but it's not. I mean, it's gonna, if it's starting to look brownish to you, don't worry about it. It will darken after a little while. Okay, so now we're gonna go with yellow-orange. So I got orange here. I'm sorry, red-orange. Keep the blue out and the white. So I'm going to go now with red. So find your red. I'm more of a, some people like red hot. I'm more of a crimson red or Carmelite red person. It's sort of like a shade lighter than Highland's color. So now I have the red here. And the next complementary will be green. So I got to get the green out. I'm going to go with yellow-green. Well, light green. I have a light green. I don't want to go with a dark green because two things. I want you guys to notice it. And dark green, you want to use it just for shadowing, to be honest with you. There's the pencil sharpener. Let me use the other one. So there we go. This is a perfect pencil sharpener. I'm kind of glad my dad got that years ago before he passed away. Okay, so let's do the green. So blue-green. I'm going to do green here on purpose, just to remind me this is a green I'm using. So now I'm going to go with green instead. Why the color green first? Well, blue might be, it's a harsher color. It's a darker color. So it's going to darken it. You're going to see, I'm going to show you what's going to happen right now when I put in the blue on top. See that? That's what happens to the blue-green. I'm not a big fan of blue-green. I don't like it. It's basically dark green. That's what it is. So that's why I'm not using the darker green, because it's going to look really dark. So now I'm adding the white. Okay, we're going to cross. I might as well add the white here. And I did a big no-no. So white it again. It's got too dry. It also gets heated up when it dries up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I got to do the yellow-green here. So I'm going to go with blue first, because it blends much better with the white. Okay, it's going to get a baby blue. Okay, good. Now put that green in there. I'm gonna get that tone. I'm gonna have to blend it in. Gotta work really fast because I see my videos taking really long. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I got red. What do I have here? Red, orange. So where's my orange at and my red? Let me do the red first because I want to keep the pure red here. That's okay. I just want to make sure it's not going to be dirty. Great. So now I'm going to put the red orange first. Okay, so now I'm going to put the orange. Let me go in here this way. Red, orange. Even though I got red there, we're going to have to blend these. Red, orange here. There you go. Sweet. So now I'm going to let the orange rest. Now I'm going to blend in the red. And it's going to blend really nicely. You're not going to notice, you're just going to notice your orange get a little bit darker. That's it. You're just going to get red orange. That's it. There we go. Good. So now bring the orange now here down here for the tone. It blends much better with the white. And also remember, pink is part of the red family. So we don't use pink. I'm going to grab some of this. Clean that out. Come back to this red here. The reason I'm doing this, I don't want to bring any orange later on into this red. That's why I'm doing the red right now. It's just a personal thing. So now I'm going to blend in my red in there. Okay, get the red orange with cream, as I call it, or tone. There we go. Now I'm going to come back to this side. So now I'm going to do the Dominion of red orange. Since I'm here in this neighborhood, I'm going flat. So I'm putting orange here. Go in here too, if you need to. So do that. I'm going flat because it's going to blend much easier this way for all of them. Let me put more red orange here. Whoops, don't use lines, go flat. Much easier. And you guys, again, you can fast forward the videos. So now I'm going to go with the red on top to get that red orange. It's okay if it goes in here because that is, you're not bringing in the white. Trust me, the wine has probably already dried up. There we go. Let me put more yellow, more orange, I should say, in there. Okay, cool. Now, I'm going to do the yellow green, the blue green. So, I'm going to do the green first because it blends much easier. There we go. And you're going to notice the blue green. It's going to be darker, but it's okay. So now I'm going to bring the blue here. I should have put my green down there. So now, no, I still want some more green down here. Not happy with that. Down here. Okay, so now let's go with the blue. Whoops, that's okay. I'll fix that later. And then softly here. And you actually, believe it or not, are moving the green around. So let me put my green here. Okay, we're not done yet. I think it just picked some of the, okay, so now I'm going to darken it. I'm going to bring some of the orange right here. Whoops. Bring some of the orange here. Can you guys see that? So I am blending, it's darkening, but I got to put in the other color quick. So now I'm going to go with the red. Oh yeah, I'm right. Okay, so Put some more orange on that red spot here. More. I'm going to darken this side more. Add some more orange on top of that red. And now I'll grab some of that blue green and put it on top because it's its neighborhood. So there we go. See that? There you guys go. Let me put some green here too and blue. So do you see that? You're seeing the shadow of the colors. Now I have to go across. So I have yellow, orange. So I have to go blue, green. So I'm going to add the green first. And I should sharpen my green pencil more. This is the tough one. This is the hardest one to. The third level colors sometimes get really tough, and yellow, orange is one of the toughest ones. It's just very stubborn. Just to let me put the green in there because that's to interact with the red. And now the blue. Now I'm gonna add the green's getting in my way, so. And that's how you get the shadow. That's the problem with the green. Oh my god, it's so stubborn. I had to get medieval on it. I gotta use the tip on it. Get that darken. You guys see that? Okay. Let's make our lives a little bit easier. Now we got the green. Okay, so we have green here. And I'm gonna go with a dark green. Now let's keep this green. Let's go with the dark green. I don't know why, but I'm going to do it. So I'm going to go with this green. I'm going to show you what happens. Still kind of look more of a verdant green. That will work. Did I put white in there? Okay, so I'm going to put white in here right now. Make sure you stay in the slice. I'm going to add more white. You guys see that? So I'm adding the white in there. Okay, so now I'm going to add the green on top. And we're going to get pink on the opposite side. There you go. See that, guys? Now adding the white underneath here. What the heck? No, I'm sorry. Well, it's okay. I put the white in the right spot. But this is going to turn pink right now. Let me put this down there. I don't want to dirty this up. I put a lot of white in here. Just want to be safe. Okay. So it is part of the red family. And let's cross our fingers. There we go. And there's our pink. So pink is part of the red family. So there's our pink. Not one of my favorite colors, to be honest with you. It reminds me of Beto Bismol. Put some more red here. Where's my orange at? There we go. So you guys see that? So I did a white green here. I changed greens, to be honest with you. I went with the darker green. So I'm going to be using that. It's okay. I just want to have more contrast in video for you guys. Do you guys see that? So now I'm going to do my green section here. So I'm going to do my green section here. I might just add a little bit of yellow to this green if it's too dark for my taste. So now I'm going to add green in here too, especially on this side. Okay, so now I'm blending all these nasty colors. So I guess my neighbors are having a party. The ones across the neighbor I don't like. It's okay though, it's a party house, I guess. Although a grandmother does live with them, so I don't know why they should chill it. So there's a lot of old people in my neighborhood. It's funny when my mom took her to get her vaccine, and my mom's in her 80s, and she said that. I'm like, Mom, you're her age. So now I have my green here. I'm crazy about this green, to be honest with you. And if you're ever not crazy about a green, I'll show you a trick. Add yellow to it to make it lighter. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow in here so it'll look more green. So I'm going to have to put in a little yellow in here. So if you're happy with your green, go for it. I'm not. That's why I'm kind of putting a little bit of yellow in there. I want it to look green. I thought this green was going to be decent, but it's not. It's okay. I think I'm good with this green now. Wait, let me. So see that? Okay, so a little bit more down here. Okay, let's do the red section, the red slice. We're almost done. We only got yellow, green left, and we're done, guys. So thank you for holding on. So I'm going to put a lot of red down here because we're going to darken this side a lot. Put the red in there. See what's happening. I'm not getting. I'm just getting I'm getting black. So I'm getting the opposite of the gray. So that's okay. See what's going on? I'm doing the red right now. I have my pink tone there. So I'm going to do it here. So you guys can see. Let me put this so it won't smear. I do have the tool, but it's too close to the canvas. So let's put that in there. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to work on the complementaries in a second. So yeah, treat it like paint. That's how I do. That's how colorists do. They do learn how to paint too. But if you ask them, their passion is color pencils. I've talked to them and all that. They go, sorry, it's just that's what they love, you know. For me, it was painting. That's how I got into it. So I got it in. So now I'm going to jump to the green side, like I have here, and I'm going to start doing its shadow here, and I'm going to go very light here. I'm going to do a softer tone here. Okay, to show you down here, but then I'm going to darken this side more. Got to be careful. The red was going on that side. So I'm going to have to probably add more green on top. I'm seeing that. Yeah. Where's my dark green and yellow green? I'm going to have to add more green to get its shadow. Especially down here, it's not playing nice. Because think of it, it's like a chemical reaction. You're trying to get that color. So add a little bit more red down here. Whoops, I went into the other paper. I didn't want to do that, but it happened. I'm going to have to use my eraser. Where's my eraser at? Right here. Erase that. Sweet. Still dry enough so I can erase it. See that, guys? So if you have that mistake, grab an eraser and erase that color. If it's just a little bit, you cannot. So great, it's gone. Put more dark green in here. There we go. Now I'm going to jump to the other side. See that, guys? You seen that? Okay. You guys seen that? So this is what you have to do in every art class, and I'm introducing you guys in Art 1 how to do this with a colorist method. That's what color pencil artists call themselves. Now I'm going to add the green on this side. You're going to see the difference of shadow here. And then you can say, okay, you know what? When I darken my greens from now on, I think I'm just going to use red at the bottom and then green on top. But if you're drawing a tree or grass, you have to give it shadow. So sometimes you have to. I'm having the same problem again. Same issue. This is why I'm not a colorist. Colorists will pick up their little tricks here and there. You know, oil painters, we know how to mix our watercolors and oils. Depends. I'm much better with oils. And I'm good with watercolors too, but I think I'm good. Okay, so now comes the last one. It's going to be red, violet. I'm sorry, which one is it? Red, violet, and yellow, green. So I'm going to do yellow, green. So I'm going to put yellow. I'm going to put the white first because I want to just finish the color wheel right now. So I'm going to add white here. It's okay if you could cross over. I'm going to add white here. You know what? Let's try that. Because it picked some color from where I didn't want it to. And when you add water, you can't erase, guys. That's it. It's like you just turn it into a little bit of ink. It dries real quick, and don't put too much water. That's why I dry it up on the tissue paper. This is why I dry it up on the tissue paper so that it doesn't wet the paper. And I just did. I'm gonna have to be very careful now. I have to dry this up. Okay, my mother just her television went. So, oh God. So now, I guess I'm gonna work with the red violet. So I have the tone there. I'm gonna add red. Believe it or not, red. And then on top of the red, I'm gonna add the violet. So I'm gonna turn this into pink. Okay. There we go. Now I'm gonna grab the violet, not the green. I put it away? I forgot. There it is. And here it is. So I'm gonna add the red violet to the white. So we have white in here. And I think my paper just dried up there, thank God. Kind of grateful for that. And oh my God. Okay. So if you want to see what red violet looks like, I would put the red first down here. Okay, do the red first. Okay, a little bit softer here. Okay, did I put red in there? I think I did, but it's just not, it's getting there. That's what happens when you add. Now the violet on this side. Going to be a different tone. This is red violet. Or red purple as you want to call it. Or burgundy. Is it? It is. It's just the afternoon color light. My mother's giving me the stink eye because she wants me to fix her TV. So it kind of came out nicely actually. Let me put more red this way. And then I'm going to add the whites in there. So I'm going to add the violet. Whoops, should add the red first. I'm going to see why I should have done red first. Okay, so now, and don't worry if you don't get the perfect gray here. I didn't get it. It's hard to get it with colorists. It's much easier with, well, talk to a colorist. He'll say it the other way. So here's my red. And now I'm going to add my purple. Okay. There we go. Could add more red to that. Okay, see that? I'm going to add more red to it right now. In here, just like I did up here. And now the cat's complaining. My God, I can't even have one day of peace. So notice that? There we go. So now, do the yellow green. I'm gonna add. Did I add white in there just in case? I think I did, but better safe than sorry. And I'm also warming it up again. So yes, you do warm it up when the friction. So I'm gonna add yellow and green. Add the yellow first. Okay. Here we go. Add the yellow first. Then we add the green. Okay, there we go. We get that creamy yellow green. That worked very nicely. And then we'll do the complementary. So I'm going to add yellow here. And we're done. We're here done with the color wheel. And I'm going to add the yellow green. There we go. There's our yellow green. Opposite from the other green. I should have kept the other green. This green actually. So now I'm going to do the yellow green. I went with the lighter green, not the dark green I had in the past. There we go. Add more yellow to that. So now I'm going to add yellow. And I'm going to add the green. Okay, so there's my yellow green. More yellow green here. Blend it in. Okay, see that? So now going across here, I'm going to bring in the yellow first. Whoops. I'm going to bring in the yellow first. The yellow first. Right now my colors are darkening. Or actually they're becoming lighter, believe it or not. And now I'm going to add the green. Now it's going to darken again. Because it's getting its mix. So yeah, you can mix. Now you learn you can actually mix your colors to color in 3D. So now I'm going to get my violet orange. No, my violet red. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit tired. Just so do the red first for its complementary. There we go. Here we go. I'm going to take a break after I'm done with the wheel because I'm going to have to fix my mom's satellite. It's just going to take me a minute or so. So now I added, and it's darkening, so I got to add that purple fast. But I'm going to go really dark here in this box. There we go. And then here I'm going to start blending it in. Here I'm going to go cross hatching. And here I'm just going to go line softer, but I'm going to darken that. And we're done with the color wheel. You guys should have got something like this. Okay? It looks like it's burned in the center, but you're going to see the tones. Remember, the pixelized is not fair to it. So you're going to get these tones. And you're going to see it much better because it's your creation. So while you're looking at this, I'm going to go see if I can fix my mom's. See if I can stand it up like this. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I can go fix my mom's TV. Whoops. 21st century teaching at home. The joys. And you can see one valley strip. You know what? Let me see if I can lift this up so you can see the whole enchilada. There you guys. So look at it. Look at the like the pink for the red, the yellow, the cream. You know, remember, look at the tone start. You have your own color wheel. Mom, ¿qué te pasó a la tele? Mom? Hey, Mom, solo fue la televisión, no fue la tapa. Okay, so I'm back, guys. So we're still continuing on this video. It's gonna take a little bit longer, and we'll just okay. So now I'm gonna do the slices, the pizza slices from the color wheel. Actually, we're gonna do something a little bit different now. I'm gonna pick a warm color and a cold color. So I'm gonna pick orange and green because just to make it easier for you guys. So I'm gonna go with green. So if I want to make green lighter, okay, green is one of those where you know what? Let's go with so green is one of those colors that if I want to make it lighter, I'm gonna have to add two things. Yellow. I'm gonna see the yellow here. Okay, I'm gonna add yellow here and maybe some white. What's the white? To make the white yellow. So I'm gonna make this. So there's where my illumination is. Okay, so I'm gonna blend in some yellow here. And I'm going to try to make it look like that's where the light blends in. Okay, get this in. Now, the problem with green is we know it has, you know, let's put green all over the place. Now, I'm going to keep it short and simple. I'm going to keep the pure color in the center. I'm not adding white to it. I already added a little white up there. But here it goes. I'm going to show you what we're doing with this now. I'm going to grab the red right here. So I'm going to add red on top of this. Okay, see that? I'm adding red to it. I'm teaching you guys. So we've done step 1, step 2, now step 3. This is why we learned the color wheel and value strips. I'm putting in a little bit of red in here, just like we did over there. I'm going to add more green on top because it's too much red in my opinion. And I'm going to pull out the black in a second. I'll tell you why. So I put in red, I put in green, I put in yellow and white. I'm going to put in yellow here and green again. But if you cannot see the white, there's the white. Okay? Because yellow and white will blend. And I'm using the color wheel. I'm using the same, so to blend. See that? Now to darken, I can also use a dark green on the side. I might just go with, you can blend your darker greens too. So I went darker green too. So you guys can see that. Not yet done yet. I'm going to darken the side more. Those blend in. I used the darker color. Whoops. Don't want to blend that in. I'm not fully done with this. Okay. It's smoking right now. Its complementary is red. Remember that. Whoops. Complementary is red. So I'm putting that in to darken it more. I'm going to go with the darker green here more. So you guys can see. I'm doing the lines on the outside so you can see. And now I'm going to grab the black. Where's my black at? That's purple. I've done that in the past too. There's the black. Here's where we bring in the black. And now we have 3D. That's it. That's the trick to it, guys. That's the trick to coloring and painting. So I had my tones here. A little softer here, not too much. I keep the lines for 2 purposes. They help us create an illusion of levels. You see that? Let's go with the other one. So I'm going to pick a warm color. I'm going to go with orange again. Okay, so I'm going to go with orange here. So I'm going to go with orange all over the place, except I'm going to put yellow. So I'm going to put, to make it lighter, I'm going to add yellow and orange, because that's the only way I can make these suckers lighter. Now, since I have yellow in there, that means I can still add white on the tip. So white, you know, a little bit here, where the light should be. I like to see where the light might be. And that, I'm going to put in my yellow on top of that. So I won't smear this. Ay. It's taking a long while to do all of these. Imagine when I have to do the... Okay, so the complementary of orange is blue, and you do have a dark blue. So now, there we go. See that, guys? Now, if I want to darken the orange a little bit more, I just add a little bit of red to it. So if I want to darken it here more, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to add a little bit, but not fully done. So I'm going to, it's blue. So I'm going to have to add, what is it for blue-orange? Damn, sorry, I got to add the green. I'm going to darken this right now. Where's my green at? I added the red. Okay, so it's going to start cooking. Don't worry, so down here. I'm going to add more blue down here. Darken some of this. If I had a red-orange, you know what? I'm doing this right now. Grab that orange. Where's the orange at? Red-orange right here. I'm going to darken that red-orange. So I'm trying to make it look like a cone. So try to find which is your best way to blend for you to create from a dark to light color. And now that I have all this orange in here. Wait, I'm done yet. Bring more blue in here. You can actually even go with a darker blue. Or I can cheat. Here's my darker blue. I'm gonna go with a darker blue it's gonna darken it too. See that? And grab the black, which I lost already. Gotta be careful because I usually paint in the evenings, but my eyes are getting worse and worse the older I get. So I have to have a lot of light in my studio. I only paint during the summers in my studio outside. So now I'm gonna add the black. There's the black. I'm gonna notice the levels. There. So I'm adding black right now. So I added blue. Let's put the blue away. Yeah, I added blue there, and do the same thing. I'm okay. So it helps you. That's very. Here's the dark side, and there you have your value, and that's it. So congratulations, guys. You're no longer painting like a little kid anymore. You're painting like if you were in college. Coloring, I should say. See? So again, make sure you should have your value strips, your color wheel, and then your slices with black. You do all of these. You mix these two together. The value and the complementary, and you do with that, and you get your chiaroscuro. Well, this is chiaroscuro, but this is more 19th century. You know, so that's the trick, guys. The trick to coloring and painting. Any questions? Let me know from hours 1 to 3. Still wearing my cap. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys in class. Bye.